Hey, what it do? Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to the Quarter Report about the Red Night Special. And this is Word on the Neck. And I'm your boy Nut. And I check this out today. I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's crazy, right? Because I'll be looking at the P Diddy situation, his case, and the groups that was up under him, and it makes you feel like, what man? That man was he really like that? You know what they say? Every man is innocent to prove guilty. You know what I mean? So I can't just point the finger and just be like, "Oh yeah, he guilty. He did it. He did it. He even did it." I don't know. I don't care. Everybody come out point the finger. We live in times right now where anybody can come out. Anybody. I'm talking about if you ever had any dealings with any kind of celebrity and you got pictures to back it up or proof that you was at a party somewhere, anything. For some reason, we in the times right now where everybody is dropping lawsuits and saying they've been SA. You know what I mean? Like this is crazy what's going on in the city in the world now. You feel me? So it's like if you're an entertainer, celebrity, anything like that, you're not safe. I'm not saying P. Diddy ain't guilty. And I'm not saying he is guilty. I'm saying let that man have his day in court and let the courts handle it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, man. So it's been a lot going on in the news with your boy Chopper City out of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Tripping on Stevie J. You know what I'm talking about? And truth be told, I guess at that time when it came to music, I wasn't really in tune with the East Coast music like that because I wasn't living over there at that time. But I didn't know that Stevie J and Eve was once in a relationship yet. You hear me? Anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all to this, man. We're gonna finna drop these videos, man, and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk about it. So let's get it.
Come to New York. Flew me down.
Hold on, let's take this back. Let's take this back.
Blind. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I was dating Stevie.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
The
was good.
blonde
My bad.
bombshell. She met me actually.
Yeah. I was at a video shoot,
My
right?
mind.
Yeah, she met me at a video shoot. Me and him. Me and Lil Stevie.
Okay.
And we had our blue mink Versace shirts on or whatever. Boom. Yeah, I remember that day.
Well, I guess when you met, she asked if you were single, and you said no.
I was not.
Yeah.
I was dating Stevie and Vonna's mom, Antoinette. And I saw her again about, I want to say 8 months later at a party. Yeah.
Right. You were single at that
And
point.
I was single at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys started dating.
Yes, we did.
She said you were her first love.
I was. I poured.
That's crazy. She said, but you got to remember too. Eve was young when she hopped in the game too, but she got around all these celebrities and all these, like a lot of women get, they be mesmerized. You know what I'm saying? You meet your favorite artist, or you meet somebody that you starstruck on, especially when you're young, you get in the game. It's a lot of things you probably would do just to be down with the whole crew. So that's why I be saying with the Diddy situation is crazy. I feel bad for the victims, for the real victims, because it's so many people that just coming out with cases. It's hard to distinguish which one is real and which one of them fake. You know what I'm saying? But for the victims, man, my prayers go out to y'all. Hopefully y'all make it through this, man, and get what y'all got coming. If it is any truth to anything that's going on, like let that man have his day in court. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is crazy. But she said that she was in that was her first love, Stevie J. You know what I'm saying? So that just let you know she was young because everybody knows Stevie J reputation. He like to hit and run. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess that situation was looking good for his career at the time. You gotta understand that too. He's running with Puffy. He was one of the hot artists coming out. He's a producer. You know what I'm saying? So it just looked good for the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? Just like what's her name? Messing with Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? Marrying Biggie Small, Faith Evans marrying Biggie Small. It looked good for the camp. You dig what I'm saying? Anyways, get back to it.
Into her career and everything. You know what I'm saying? I took good care of her. You know what I'm saying? As best I could at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, while you're dating her, you're also dating Mimi. There was some overlap?
I wasn't dating Mimi. It was like, Mimi was always in my life.
Okay.
As a great friend and somebody that I would just see all the time.
Well, didn't Eve catch you in bed with Mimi?
Yeah, we weren't. It was like a split. We had a split at that time.
Yeah, but no one wants to see that. Split or not.
Yeah, I mean,
So pretty much what he's saying that Shorty was a side piece to Eve. That's why when Eve came to the house, he ain't had no choice but to open up the door. You can't lock your girl out the house. You know what I'm saying? But I think Stevie J had other intentions because you got to understand the other chick that he was in the house with, she down with the get down. She down with getting down with women. You feel me? She, you know what I'm saying? My type of female for him. You know what I'm saying? She like to have fun. She like to enjoy herself. You dig what I'm saying? So, and Stevie J knew this. So I think his plans was to try to open up the door, get Eve to come in there. They was gonna all go through a little pity pat for a minute, have a drink, smoke some weed or some whatever kind of drugs they be on at them times. You feel me? And turn up and it would be one big happy family, or should I say one big happy threesome? Yeah, they know what I'm talking about. But it didn't go as planned, obviously. So let's get back to it.
I let her in. I did not let her in. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you the story because he tends to get it confused and twisted. So let me tell you what happened.
She gonna put it on there.
Apparently,
she gonna let it be known.
Him and Eve had gotten into it. I don't know about what. He calls me and asks me to come to New York. Flew me down to New York. Flew and had me at his apartment, which I didn't know. Eve was actually living there at the time. I didn't know this. Him and I are, kicking it all day. About 4:00 in the morning.
And you see, that's the grimy shit right there. Hold on, I'm gonna keep going. But see, this is what I want y'all to understand. Man, you feel me? Like if you got the urge to mess with multiple, you can't just be with one woman, right? Go find a woman that like women. That way, when y'all talk, when you tell her, listen, man, everything cool between us and stuff, but it's time to have some fun, it's time to spice it up. You know what I mean? When you come at her like that, if she's in the women, she like to have fun and turn up, she gonna be with you. But you don't want to get a woman that's she want to be just with you, and you don't want to be just with her. You want her, but you want her, and you want to have fun with her, and she ain't that type of female, so you go out and cheat. You dig what I'm saying? If you going type of person that want to be out there, go get you a female that's out there like how you out there. That way, the situation is just that much better than you forcing something that it's not gonna fit. It's like trying to put a circle in a square inside a circle. It just don't work. You dig what I'm saying? So I get what he was, you know what I mean? But y'all just gotta understand this because now you bringing chicks back to your house. And obviously, Eve wasn't with the bush. She wasn't with it. Obviously, she wasn't with it. I'm not saying if she ever got down with a woman or not. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, obviously, she damn sure wasn't with it. So let's get back to
it. Knock on the door. We're laying in the bed together. Eve is at the door. So his homeboy's like, yo, your mom's at the door. He's like, let her in. So I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? She comes down the hallway, baby, I'm like, this nigga's fucking. As long as, it doesn't get out of hand, she comes in, realizes there's a woman in the bedroom, goes the fuck off. Of course, who wouldn't go the fuck off?
Of course, it's a woman laying in the bed, probably in her panties and bra in there. This probably just got finished, sucking a watermelon through a golf or through a straw or something. You dig what I'm talking about? So and she come in, she heard what she said, hey baby. she came here, hey baby. So much Lord. Yo, they crazy, man. This is nuts, man. Let's get back to it. This shit funny, man. My bad.
She was living there at the time. I would have went the fuck off too. Fuck you, blah, blah, blah. They had their argument, whatever, she leaves. Do you know who I am? She was like, no, the fuck I am. She leaves. Once she leaves, she realized, I just left him in the fucking house with this bitch. I think it took maybe 2 seconds for that to kick in. She went in, beating on
Now think about that. You so bad, right? You come home to your house. You come home to your spot. I ain't gonna say your house, but obviously she knocking on the door. That ain't her spot, but that's her nigga. You feel me? You come home to your spot where your nigga at, right? You get mad because it's another chick in there. You leave, and then you think about it. Why the fuck I'm leaving? That's my nigga. This society. Why I leave him there with the side? Because anyway it go. See what you gotta understand, women, for that man. You feel me? At that moment, it's a win-win situation for him. It's a win if you stay. It's a win if you go. But it's a win-win for him any way you look at it. You dig what I'm saying? This is how narcissists think. You know what I'm saying? This is the way they think. Like, you feel me? Like, okay, well, he did that. And now I'm saying that he is, and I'm saying that's narcissistic ways. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You feel me? Like, now it's a little early. So, you got to watch it when you butt talk. Early, my brain ain't even woke yet. I don't do the wake and bake. I try to come at y'all straight. You understand? Anyway, let's get back to it.
door, beating on the door. So his friend's like, yo, mom back at the door. So Stevie's like, let her in. Crazy. So he lets her back in. This time it was like Tasmanian devil. She came in like trying to just wreck shit. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. She came in, she went the fuck off. They was going at it. At that point, I was like, you know what? It's time to exit stage left. Like, I don't know what.
Hey, y'all go tap in with Flag TV, man. I got a lot of these clips from Flag TV and the Art of Dialogue. Y'all go tap in with them. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button, man. Listen, let me explain something to y'all, man, real quick, man. I'm finna give y'all some game real quick. And I promise y'all, man, when y'all listen to this, y'all will think about it and be like, he right. He really right. Now check this. When you working, you get up, you doing hard work, and you got to exercise, and it's energy. You know what I'm saying? You wasting energy trying to get yourself right. When you want to get your mental mind right, it's like you want to read, you know what I'm saying, something, or you want mental stimulation. So you sit there and you want to watch something, right? And if you like what you're watching and you tuning in, right? Check that. It don't cost you no energy. It don't cost you no dollar. It don't cost you nothing to hit that subscribe button and that like button. It don't cost you nothing, man. Like, only thing you got to do once you finish watching the video, go to it. Let me just hit the like, subscribe button, and just keep it pushing. You feel me? All you have to do so you keep getting this content. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna keep bringing it to you. Hit that like and comments. Tap in with Flag and our dialogue, man. Go tap in with them. Anyway, let's get back to it.
His idea was, or what he had planned, or if he was just trying to piss her off, whatever the fuck it was, I didn't want no parts of it. So I politely got up and I left. That's the story.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, right? You know what I mean? It's like I see the play he was trying to make. You know what I mean? I really do. I really see the move he was trying to make, but it wasn't gonna work. He probably used to you know what I'm saying, to be told, he probably just used to doing that. You know what I mean? You gotta understand. He you know what I'm saying, in that kind of world, when you're a celebrity and you got money and power and all that, you're gonna have all the most beautiful, like Kanye West said, the prettiest women do the ugliest things. You dig what I'm saying? So you're gonna have the baddest models, you're gonna have the most beautifulest women willing to do whatever it takes so they can be down. So you gotta understand that time, like Eve, she a celebrity. This other chick, man, with, you know what I'm saying, with Stevie J, she ain't tripping. She reaping the benefits of all this. She reaping the benefits of being in the presence of all this greatness. You feel me? But see what Stevie J didn't count on. He thought Eve was gonna come in, be mad a little bit, then be down with it. He probably didn't see how freaky he got her. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case it is, but unfortunately, it didn't work out as planned from what you just heard. You dig what I mean? But anyway, right? But it was another thing I was tripping on, right? Because day 26, man, like what is going on at the bad boy camp? Like what is really going on? People is either dying, going crazy, or whatever the case it is, man, crying on TV. Come on, let's get to them. I'm gonna see what they said. You know, it's a lot going on between Stevie J and Chopper City. You feel me? It's a lot going on with that brother, with them two. Like he like, yo, man, listen, keep my name out your mouth speaking reckless on us, man. Like we had our time, you had your time, man. Like I wouldn't come over and speak reckless on you. I never have. Well, I don't know why you found it was funny that we ended up walking for 4 hours to one place and 4 hours back. What was funny about that? You did what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get to it.
Say exactly what was in there. He said, I'm not no snitch.
I was in the email, and I saw some things in a personal email that threw me off guard.
Like what?
I don't want to go into details right now, but it just threw me off guard. You know what I mean? To make me be like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand you crying now and of the trauma that you've seen, but what about me, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, what about the trauma you put me through when I read that email?
So when you guys heard this,
We was in tears. Like,
oh,
yeah.
wow.
We in tears. Real, I love my brother, what's going on, tears. Real hurt.
Yeah, it's real scary when you got to keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
You start doing things. I was like walking around Rochester, bro. Like, it's like I really like lost myself for like years. And I don't cry about this no more because I'm stronger. And I guess like if this.
Listen, this man just said, he said, I don't cry about this no more, but because I'm stronger. But he dropping tears. So what that tell me is like, man, what was Diddy really doing? Like, what was he doing to these are grown men with crocodile tears running out their face? What was in that email that he, you know what I mean, that he ended up seeing, that he ended up viewing with his own eyes? What was in that email? Make you question, like the man said he was scared for his life. He had to go and console people. Something happened to me. If I end up unalive, you feel me? This is what's really going on. You feel me? Like, I don't know what. See, with a name like Bad Boy, right? You gotta think. Like they say, your names are energy. When you pick a name, you gotta understand your name is energy. You dig? Like, I'm trying to start this nonprofit organization called Choose to Succeed. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm thinking of things like that. Like, if I start a record company, it'd be something to the point of us, you know what I'm saying, being great. I wouldn't be picking no names talking about Bad Boys Records or Death Row Records. Like, look at both labels and look where they ended up at. You feel me? Anyway, let's get back to it.
This would never came out. I still would have been secret about it. I wouldn't just like snitch.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not no snitch. Like, I was gonna just deal with it. And I don't know why somebody that evil would. I don't get it. I don't know why somebody would do that to a talented, passionate people. Yeah. You know, we talented, passionate people. I don't understand. No, it's okay, bro. I don't understand why someone would sit down and think about hurting someone. I don't know. I kept trying to get in contact with him because all I wanted was an apology. All I kept saying, like, can you apologize? Like, and like when your last.
What is he apologizing for, bro? That's the question I'm trying to understand. Like, what is he apologizing for? Did you stumble up on it? You want to be sealed? Okay, this is my thing, right? And you know, a lot of people might be mad at me for saying this, but I'm just gonna be real, right? Check it. A lot of these men and women would do anything to be in the presence of greatness. Now, if he used his that horny little demon that he had in him to manipulate these artists into doing devious acts, I don't know. But the way this man, grown ass man, sitting up here crying, it make you think. Like, first I was thinking, like, you know, which ain't nothing wrong. If he had some sugar in his tank, cool. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And I respect it. Cause I was sitting there trying to look at his demeanor. Most men, you know what I'm saying, won't get on camera and cry like that. You feel me? I'm not saying men don't cry. And if you ever meet a man that say he ain't never cried or he don't cry, he lying. He cry when he get around himself. He cry when he's sitting at home and he trying to figure it out nobody's around. But he might not cry in front of people. You feel me? I done drop tears in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I lost somebody, you know what I mean? Or just thinking about my loved ones, go through memory lane, I end up dropping a tear here and there. Nothing wrong with dropping a tear. I don't make you no less than of a man. That's the problem with you do why you so emotional. You don't know how to control your emotions and you act out like women. Sometimes you can drop a tear. Just because you drop a tear don't make you a woman. You feel me? But anyway, let's get back to the story, man. This is crazy, man. I kind of feel bad for this dude, but then again, at the end of the day, y'all grown men too. You feel me? We men. So our destiny. We pick our destiny. We pick the way how our life gonna end. We pick that. We can choose that by the actions and by the choices that we make. You feel me? Now you can sit here and boohoo and cry and fall back and be like, I'm gonna take that, and then you put yourself through this mental abuse where it just takes you there. Or you can take some kind of action, not saying violently, money wise, suing wise, court wise, whatever the case it is. You dig what I'm saying? But I just feel bad at the fact that a grown man's spirit is so broken that he's sitting here on a public platform dropping tears out of his eyes. You know what I'm saying? About a man that he's saying that took advantage of it.
For that interview, you could look at me and tell like something was wrong. Like I wasn't the enthused person. I wasn't cute. I looked like stressed.
Okay, that just answered it for me right there. You feel me? Now, not saying nothing wrong with it, but now I understand the emotional roller coaster you having right now. When that man said, "You can see me right now," look at me. I wasn't cute. This ain't no funny. I'm not laughing at what he's going through. I'm laughing at his choice of words. He said, "You can see." I wasn't cute. My bad, bro. I apologize. But I'm just saying, though, that wasn't there. I wasn't cute. Look how he's looking back there. He looked like somebody. Now, hold on. Now, don't take this wrong, but I know people who got this old, I'm going to say this rainbow look in their eyes, and homeboy got that rainbow look in his eyes. Let's start there. But anyway, let's go.
I looked like I was in a dark place. So, like, you could tell, like, something was wrong. Like, yeah.
Personally, I think Diddy had that boy, and this is allegedly, it's just me speaking allegedly. I think Diddy done propositioned that boy, told that boy, listen here, you let me take it from you, you let me get that. You feel me? You let me into Backdooria. You let me into Backdooria. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make sure your career blow up. So he want to blow up so bad because he want to change the dynamics of his life and the family. You know what I'm saying? The money, getting money, stop being the family, stop being poor. He can change it, and he did it. And he did it. He did. He probably told him, "Hey man, you know what I'm saying? You want to solo a record deal? Go down on me. Go down there. Go down there, please. Give me that. I need that hit the scene." That's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to be jokeful, but I'm just saying people be biting. People would take this like, okay, boy, ain't nobody looking. Let me go and hit it chew on this gummy worm or whatever the case it is. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm saying people would do these things for fame. They're not doing it for riches. They're doing this for fame. If they could be seen on TV as famous in their mind, I could do this for fame. The money gonna come later. No, nigga, you always chase the money, bro. Fuck the fame. The money gonna bring fame. Chase the money, nigga. You can't survive off fame, nigga. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Man, listen, do me a favor, man. Please do me a favor. I need y'all to do that for me, man. Man, hit that like button and that subscribe button for me. Drop a thumbs up in the comment if you like the content, man. Quit playing, man. For real, though, man. I'm telling you, if you don't do it, I'm promise you, this was going to happen, right? You're going to think about me for the rest of your day. All day long, you're going to think about me. If you don't hit that like button, that subscribe button, I'm going to stay on your mind all day. Now, do you really want to think about me all day? You got so many other things you can think about. Do you want to think about me? Come on now, hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it up there. Let's make it happen.
I didn't mean to go there. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. It's
I'm
all
so
good.
sorry,
This is real. And
we gotta take a break.
yeah, let's take a break.
Yeah, that boy said, let's take a break. Well, while they taking a break, right, we going to get off into this other clip, though, because I want to know why what the beef between Stevie J and Chopper City is over. Let's get to it.
All I know is I produced a song for him. So email made them cry, or was it the fact that they don't, you know what I'm saying, their career isn't where it's at right now the way it was back then? Could be a lot of elements.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking dudes. I don't know them guys, God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, I feel it's just like you can't blame another man for your career.
Look, I understand.
You gotta blame yourself.
listen, I get it. Listen, I understand. Like as a boss, sometimes you get frustrated, you get angry. Sometimes you yell when you shouldn't be yelling and so forth. And
but it's a lot of passion.
There's a lot of passion in there, right?
Right.
And a lot of people working with Puff during that time, like the Making the Band guys, the whole cheesecake situation.
Yeah.
We at Daddy's house, which is Diddy's studio, and basically Beyonce was talking about cheesecake, and Diddy came with the bright idea and said, you know what, I'll get them to do it, straight bitches. And I didn't know, I didn't know that.
See, now everybody watching this, right? They looking at it. Diddy sending them to go get that cheesecake, 4-hour walk there and 4-hour walk back. I don't look at it as Diddy abusing them or trying to take advantage of them for the show. I look at Diddy looking at their determination. How determined are you to be successful? If you that determined, listen, you're going to get told no more times than you get told yes. You feel me? You think I don't be frustrated a lot of time when I be dropping these videos and people don't, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So, at the end of the day, that shows your determination. For them to walk down there, for Chopper say, man, let's just go. Even though I didn't know how far I was, and I was like, damn. But it showed his determination. And that's why he was able to have a solo deal with Bad Boy after the fact. You know what I'm saying? After the whole band, making of the band thing. You feel me? So I don't look at it as abuse because Michael Jackson, you listen to the story of the Jackson 5, his daddy beat them into the stardom. You feel me? A lot of people, let me explain something to you. In order to be a real success story, you can't be playing in what you're doing. Like people, I listen to people all day long saying what they want to do with their lives and things, but no one makes no steps to doing it. So actions speak louder than words, and then you got to be disciplined yourself. You got to be able to look yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? Let me handle this and get this done. And let me handle this. Let me take this 2 hours out of my day to focus this over here and get this done. Because the 2 hours a day you focusing on getting your shit done is 2 hours a day you closer to getting closer to your dreams happening. You dig what I'm saying? But if you sit in one spot stagnated, keep saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and never make no moves doing it, you will never get there. You dig what I'm saying? That's all it is. So I don't look at it. I don't look at it like Diddy was dissing him. I think he was just trying to see their determination in him. Even Beyonce, you don't know what she probably had to do behind closed doors to get to the situation you see. For women and men, they treat men like women now. You want to be successful, bend your ass over. Bend your ass over and take, you know what I mean? Like that type shit. Anyway, let's get back to it.
The walk was 4 hours there. I didn't know that. So when he said that, I was like, okay, I'm young. You dig? I'm not from no New York area. I'm
right. You think it's a few blocks away.
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans, bro. You think I'm not thinking this shit like that? Babs and Dylon and Ness and all them, they like, what the fuck? Right? So they mind boggled. I'm just like, let's just go. They wasn't feeling that shit. So low key, we kind of hated Beyonce that day. And I ended up seeing it later, but we hated Beyonce that day because we actually walked 4 hours there and 4 hours back. And it was the worst feeling in the world. I had bunions and all types of shit on my toes, bro. That shit was cool, bro. That was down bad. Diddy was down bad for that shit. Right then and there, I knew right then and there when he did that to us, when he done us that, I already had it in my head like, fuck this nigga.
That was a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I would have just gotten a cab. Dudes ain't have no cab fare. If they would have came to me, I would have been like, yo,
here's
take the cab. Cry? Or was it the fact that they don't, their career isn't.
Hey, yo, that man said some real shit. The niggas had no cab fare, but see, that's the part that made Chopper Boy, that made that boy Chopper City bad, man. Like, let's get off into Chopper City. He had to respond to Stevie J little comment, you dig? And I feel him though. I'm gonna be honest with you, like what they went through some as kids. So it was kind of, torture on them mentally. You feel me? But as a man sitting back looking at it from the way I'm looking at it now, that was just showing determination. How serious are you about your career? Now, as far as the sexual part of the shit, boy, you that damn serious about being successful, boy. I got this beef hot link over here that need a little bit of buffing on. You know what I'm talking about? Now, when it comes to shit like that, nah. No, I don't condone that kind of talk, that kind of act. But with this right here, though, for as where you walking to, where you going, and with the things he got you doing to be successful, man, you got to do what you got to do to be successful. Minus the, the sexual, talking about the essays, shit I say, and all that. We ain't doing all that. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be that successful. If I walk in the room and there's a dude in there with some man thongs on talking about I want to take you to lunch, and before you sign this contract, nigga, I'm not signing no contract. Why aren't you in your drawers, sir? Can you please put your clothes back on? This is uncomfortable for me. You know what I mean? So I don't care if it's a regular job meeting. I'm gonna start buying me them Google glasses with the cameras on them when I go into these meetings, so I can sit there and record everything. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say shit about me. Nah, I'm good. Anyway, let's get back to the story. Let's see what Chopper got to say.
Come at Chop gonna come back, and I have no. You heard
Hold
me?
on,
I'm not
you
talking
gotta take
no
that back.
gangster
We gotta
way,
take this back. Hold on, yeah, hold on.
bruh. I seen it on, bruh.
He made some comments about, y'all walking for the cheesecake that had you feeling the type of way, right?
Yeah, bruh. I seen it on Vlad, and I felt disrespected. You heard me? I felt like I never, you heard me, done Stevie J nothing for him to speak on us in that way. Like we was just some, you heard me, like some peons. You heard me? One thing about sitting, I don't know about everybody else, but I don't play that shit. You heard me? So I'm gonna say this here. It was all fun that didn't make us walk for a cheesecake. That's cool. That's cute. But at the end of the day, in Puerto Rico, I f***ed your bitch. Now let that blow your mind.
Uh-oh.
You heard me? Now let's start there. I f***ed your bitch. You dig? Let's start there. You heard me?
And then you gotta understand. Right? Chopper City was a young kid. He was like, what, 16 years old? 15, 16 years old? Maybe 17. He was about what? 20-some years old? What, about 26, 25, 26? Stevie J was about what? 30-something? Early 30s? And you got this young kid that done edge your girl out when you feel like you're on top of the world because you were. And I'm pretty sure the only reason why allegedly Eve did this, right, is because Stevie J. If you pay attention and watch Love and Hip Hop, you see how that man get down. That man was sleeping with everything up under the motherfucking moon. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't be committed to one person. That just wasn't in his thing. So I don't know why he was trying to find a woman that wanted to be committed to just him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, let's get back. He said he got that. He said he beat that in. Come on, let's get back to this is interesting the way he's saying that he got that. Who's that girl? Nah, nah, nah. Ain't that Eve? I think that's Eve.
Yeah, I f***ed your bitch. And you dig? Stop playing with me, bro. And I don't got no malice to
what y'all niggas want?
Was Stevie J. You understand?
You can't touch.
I really don't. But at the end of the day, if you're going to disrespect, put the band to the side. If you disrespect Chopper City, I'm going to come by mine, period. So since you want to play the Joseph and ribbon me on Vlad about us walking for a cheesecake, let me Joseph and rib you about f***ing your bitch, who was your main bitch, who you was finger popping in Puerto Rico.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think that he should have? Okay, I can't say he said it, and I'm not mad at him saying it because he didn't say no name yet. Anyway, you feel me? So my thing is, when he said, "Yeah, I ate your chick," I can see him speaking on that because him and that chick is probably not together. Of course, they're not together today. You feel me? So I can see him saying, "Yeah, well, I got your chick," but do he really care that you aired her out once he was gone? Do you think he cared that you aired it out? And he don't mess with her no more? There's a reason why he ain't messing with her no more. You feel me? See, you got to understand everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, it be reasons why certain things come to the light later on. You'll break up with somebody, and then when you break up with them, you come to find out after you broke up with them, it's 2 or 3 motherfuckers that done told you, yeah, man, I hit that. She pulled up on me. I jumped in the car and hit that. I pulled up and she bossed me. You hear them stories, you be like, wow, well, it's the reason why we ain't together, because if we was together, you'll still be going through that same situation at that moment. She still be saying, I'm running to the grocery store and jump in the car with a nigga real quick. Like, she still be saying, I'm finna go hang out with my friend and go hang out with that nigga. If y'all, like, you go down my Facebook, I got skits. I'm finna try to find my skit. I got this skit that I do where I was sitting there talking, man, and I'm gonna fill it up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna bring it to you. I don't want to speak no more. Let's get back to it.
2003, when we was one of the hottest selling groups out at that time, besides 50. So let's start there. How you love that? Laugh and joke about that, bitch. And I still feel like Stevie J is a genius musically, and R&B wise and talented. But at the end of the day, when you come at Chop gonna come back. And I have no, you heard me? I'm not talking in no gangster way. I'm not talking in no malice way, no bitter way. But you had no right, you heard me, to play with Chopper City. You can play with them. Don't play with me. I don't play. Because if you see me in person, which you have buku times, you know it can go down at any time. And I'm not even, you heard me, presenting or coming like that.
Me personally, I don't think Chopper City should have took it that far, like to feel like that. But I think it was just a moment for him to have something to say on the situation. Because to me, I wouldn't have took that so personal, because Stevie J did have a point, right? If y'all wasn't spending y'all money on bull crap, spending money at the bars and doing all that, when they told y'all to, y'all would have first thought would have been like, well, okay, where the place at? You feel me? Where the place at? Okay, let's just get in the cab. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would have walked 2-3 blocks and said, no, man, we're a cab. Let's get in the cab. You feel me? Like you said. So if y'all would have been smart, instead of letting Diddy get up under y'all skin, telling y'all to walk, y'all should have been improvising, looking at the people around that's part of the crew. Hey, man, let me get $20, man. Let me hold $20. Let me $20 so I get my check from this. Let me hold $20. Then y'all could have came up with $100 or something and called cab fare to get there and back. You feel what I'm saying? You got to understand, man, it's, you know what I mean? Like, don't look at it as a diss. It's a learning experience. I done been through situations where I done came at people and be like, yo, dog, you cool? They be like, nah, bro, you taking it wrong, bro. No, it wasn't like that. Because the way people receive information ain't going to be the same way that you going to. The way I receive information ain't going to be the same way you receive it, until we break it down in layers for us both to understand. You feel me? Let's get back to it.
But I'm going to stand by me. I never claimed to be no tough nigga, no young nigga, and all that ski mask, poo shiesty, dirty clip, extendo, switching it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to stand firm about me, and I'm going to leave how I go. But I'm going to play how I go as well. Stevie J don't play with me like that, bruh. Delete it. I don't want no apology or nothing. Just don't play with Chopper City. That's it. It's all gravy, though. Don't play with Chopper City. Because Chopper City ain't come at you in no way. So don't come at Chopper City no way. But I already got even. Whether you know it or not, I f***ed this bitch there in Puerto Rico. So it is what it is. I got even without even knowing I got even. Let that. You heard me?
Listen.
Now let's start there. I f***ed your bitch.
The man said, don't play with Chopper City. Y'all better quit playing with Chopper City. Them boys ain't playing. When you hear that, you better duck low. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Them boys ain't playing in Chopper City, man. I'm just saying, man, like, y'all, this New Orleans, bro. They make it rain. You remember BG Chopper City? Y'all, how many of y'all old enough to understand BG album Chopper City? Huh? Well, they had AK bullets raining down. Chopper City, boy, you better quit playing with that boy Stevie J. You know, I know you would do co-conspirator right now, so to say, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I don't know. Your name came up and got dropped. I don't know. It's just a lot of suspect stuff going on in the Diddy camp. That's what I'm saying. Like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. But what about when there's mist and fog? Anyway, let's get back to it.
You dig? Let's start there. You heard me?
Start there.
Yeah, I f***ed your bitch. And you dig? Stop playing with me, bro. And I don't got no malice towards Stevie J. You understand? I really don't. But at the end of the day, if you're going to disrespect, put the band to the side. If you disrespect Chopper City, I'm going to come by mine, period. So since you want to play the Josin and ribbing me on Vlad about us walking for a cheesecake, let me Josin rib you about f***ing your bitch.
I wonder, did they get some good sleep that night? Think about it. You walk 4 hours to a cheesecake factory, 4 hours back. And when you look at the video, it seemed like they started walking when it was nighttime. So it could have been about 4, 5 in the evening, 4 hours there, 4 hours back. 8 hours out your day you spent walking. Did you sleep good that night? Was your calves swollen? I know he said bunions was hurting. I know when they laid down, they all felt good that night. I bet you they all had a nice little rest that night. I bet you that.
Who was your main bitch, who you was finger popping in Puerto Rico in 2003, when we was one of the hottest selling groups out at that time, besides 50. So let's start there. How you love that? Laugh and joke about that, bitch.
Who's that girl? Ah.
And I still feel like Stevie J is a genius musically and R&B wise and talented. But at the end of the day, when you come at Chop, Chop gonna come back. And I have no, you heard me? I'm not talking in no gangster way. I'm not talking in no malice way, no bitter way. But you had no right, you heard me, to play with Chopper City. You can play with them. Don't
What y'all niggas want?
play with me. I don't play.
You can't touch.
Because if you see me in person, which you have buku times, you know it can go down at any time. And I'm not even, you heard me, presenting or coming like that. But I'm going to stand by me. I never claimed to be no tough nigga, no young nigga, and all that ski mask, poo shiesty,
and I respect
extendo,
it.
switching it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to stand firm about
play with him. That's what he telling me. Play with him.
Me. And I'm going to leave how I go. But I'm going to play how I go as well. Stevie J don't play with me like that, bruh. Believe it. I don't want no apology or nothing. Just don't play with Chopper City. That's it. It's all gravy, though. Don't play with Chopper City. Because Chopper City ain't come at you no way. So don't come at Chopper City no way. But I already got even. Whether you know it or not, I f***ed this bitch there in Puerto Rico. So
shots fired.
I got even without even knowing I got even. Let that blow your mind.
Who was the girl?
All you got to do is do your history. 2003. Who was Stevie J girl? Y'all look that up. Let that blow your mind.
Let me ask you this then. Was she a female rapper?
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. I got a couple on my resume, but at the end of the day, that was never going to be out there. You dig? If Stevie J ain't play with me like that. You ain't got one up on me, playboy. I got one up on you. Don't play with Chopper City. Be cool. Because if you see me, you're going to have to stand on it.
That's the art of dialogue. Go check them out. Go tune in with them. Go check that whole 4 episode out, man. Go watch it. And Flag TV, go tap in with them. Hit that like, comment, subscribe button, man. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like, subscribe button. I'm not asking you for $1. I don't got no Cash App up there yet. But I'm just saying, though, you feel me? I just hit that like and comment and subscribe button for me, man. Drop that thumbs up in the comment and hit that like and subscribe button for me, man. That's all I ask. You feel me? Let's get it.
Respectfully, you don't have to mention her name, but how did that come about? You and her messing around? Like, what's the backstory?
Oh, real simple. At this time, 50 was like the hottest.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get to it.
Guy out, right? And at this hip hop summit, they used to have hip hop summits. And they had a hip hop summit in 2003. And at this time, the band is like, besides Outkast, Speaker Box, and Love Below, we was the number 1, number 2 artist that was the most selling and popping until 50 came and just killed shit. You hear me? Shout out to 50. But St. Louis.
Shout out to 50, the G Unit clique, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they did come and shut shit down. I remember when G Unit was everybody was banging that in every city, every state. That's all you heard was Many Man. Or said you a wankster, but you never popped nothing.
I'm on this, like all the hip hop people, no matter who you are, no matter who you are. We had hip hop summits in the Bahamas with the Tricks, and everybody is in like one whole hotel, and it's like a resort. You heard me? And everybody just all go to one place to perform for the fans. And at this time, I'm on a bus, like this hip hop bus. It's all facts with the St. Lunatics, Nelly and the St. Lunatics, the Murphy Lees and the Ali's and all them there. And I'm over there with a little bit, and I'm like, it's like, man, this nigga shop crazy. Well, the funny part about it is I had a little Puerto Rican chick with me, you dig? And I go into the hotel, and I told her that I said, I'm going to come back down and come get you. But I've been spotting the girl the whole time. I've been having a crush on her the whole time. You dig? And she stayed like right down the hall from me. Well, basically, I was supposed to go back down to go get her. You dig? I just wanted to make sure nobody was in the room.
See, he said I had to go back down and go get this other chick. I just had to make sure nobody was in the room real quick. He was about to run and play.
I was supposed to go out and get the Puerto Rican girl, but I ended up seeing the female, coming out her room. And I knocked on her. I didn't knock on the door. I walked past her, and she was by the door. And basically, I was like, "Can I eat your pussy?" I just straight said it. Oh, I was wild back then. I was reckless. I was just like, "Can I eat your pussy?" And she was like, "Boy, what?" And I was like, "Damn, can I eat your pussy? I just want to eat your."
So you walk around and eating any poom poom. That's probably why your whole jawbone muscle look like it's swelled up. You probably got infected by some poom poom that all kind. You gonna take and eat your poom poom. You don't know if that nigga Stevie J just came and released his little babies up in there and left out. You just went head first. So at the end of the day, think about what you're saying, bro, before you say what you're saying.
See, I've been a fan of you for a long time. You heard me? And she was just like, "What?" And I was like, "Can I eat your pussy?" I know. And she was like, "Boy, stop!" And then she opened the door. We kicked it. She let me eat her pussy. You heard me? I tried to pause, but this ain't no pause. I tried to while I was eating her pussy. I put on my pants. I popped my dick out. You heard me? And I low key try to like, bro. You know, like when you heard me eat a bit pussy, you try to creep up on it with the. You low key try to pop it in her, you heard me? And she was like, "Hell no, get a condom." In my mind, you heard me? I'm thinking she was gonna say,
Hey, that's crazy because when I was young, I think every nigga that tried that one. You know what I'm saying? You young, you try to get it going, then you try to slide that thing up in there. Oh, hold on, nigga. Where that rubber bubble at? You better put that rubber bubble on there. Put that rubber bubble on there. Don't come there, put that rubber bubble on there. Cause we gotta protect this thing. Put that rubber bubble on there.
"Hell no, what is you doing?" She said, "Get a condom." You dig? And I had like an old condom in my wallet. You dig? And that bitch was like balled up like this and shit. If I put that bitch on, I hit her for like 2.3 seconds because she was like, "That's enough." And I hit it, and then shit, I walked out, and I was the happiest guy in the fucking world. So that's exactly how that went. Facts. I was wild back then. Like, if you know the chopper, you heard me from back then, I was wild. I really was, son. I was cutting up. And I was fucking everything. Everything bad, all the little rap chicks, the R&B chicks, you name them. I was trying to get in where I fit in. So shout out to little Chris Brown, because he got it from me. Fact.
Yeah, so we gonna say, man, at the end of the day, now you feel me. So, now we see what they beef is stemmed from. Man, I don't think it should be that serious for them to go on the internet, but I guess everybody's trying to go viral these days. You know what I'm saying? So, and my whole thing is, man, something going on under that Diddy camp, man. That's serious. It like they say, well, there's smoke, there's fire, just too many people, man. And people talking about, oh, that's too many. I can't believe that, dude. If you had a 20-year run of running your life as being in the industry around all these type of people, you don't think it's gonna be a years and years worth of stuff that you can speak on? It's gonna be stuff that ain't gonna never come to the light that nobody know about. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special. And this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy Nut. Make you tune in, stay blessed, stay up, man. And hit that like and subscribe button, man. And you know what I'm saying? Let's run this thing up, man. Y'all hope y'all have a blessed, wonderful day, man. Keep striving for greatness, man. All right.